Hello YouTube! My name's John, and today I'm playing Sitnalta, which is a Heretic megawad, another creation from my friend Argonian Lord. You can even see his name in the bottom right hand corner there. So Sitnalta replaces the very first episode of Heretic, all 9 levels. It also has new music. It even has apparently a brand new boss character, which I'm not even sure who it is. So yeah, I figured I'd be doing a Let's Play of this, but this being my channel, I of course like playing with mods, so I'm going to be playing with a mod called War of the Sidhe, as you can see in the little menu screen here. So I'm going to just go ahead and hop in here and I'll show you what this is all about. So here we are in the world of Sitnalta. Notice the music, apparently it's from Castlevania. I haven't played too many of those, so I wouldn't know, to be completely honest. Apparently the entire megawad has music from Castlevania. But anyway, let me go over the War of the Sidhe mod real quick. So essentially what this mod does is it changes all the weapons. The weapons are pretty much the same as they were before, but now every weapon has a alternate fire mode. In fact, some of them have multiple alternate fire modes. So this essentially means there are no longer tomes of power in the game, but that's alright. Every single weapon some of the weapons actually have the original Tomb of Power powered up version as an alternate fire, but there's also some brand new creations. So let's use the Elven Wand here as an example. So of course it has its regular mode, sort of the pistol shot type thing. But if you use the alternate fire button, it does sort of this 3-round burst, as you can see there. Another thing that's interesting, I'm doing this to replenish my ammo. So some weapons have what the game calls an alternate function. I have it set to Q right now. So when you use alternate function on the Elven Wand, it actually swaps over to the wooden staff that you might remember from the original game. It attacks a little bit slower, but I think it's a little bit more powerful. But the big thing you should take away from all this, if you look at the bottom right-hand side of the screen, you see that red vial at the very top, and you see that number, it's 84, 83, 82. So that's actually our stamina bar. There's a whole stamina system in this game. All your melee attacks use stamina. So, and also, something to keep in mind, when you get hit by enemies, you also lose stamina that way. So you need stamina to use melee attacks. But this wooden staff also has a alternate weapon, or an alternate function, I should say. If you right-click or do alternate fire on this, notice now it is glowing golden and it has electricity flowing through it. So that actually apparently kills most things in one hit, or at least the lower enemies. But now notice that my stamina is nearly gone and I've lost about 15 of my Elven Wand ammo. So we can do it again. Now I'm almost entirely out of ammo, but now look, see I have very little stamina, so watch. I attack a little bit faster, but now I have 0 stamina, so now I can't attack with melee at all until I let that replenish. So essentially, what this boils down to is this is a mod about resource management. You really have to manage your ammo carefully and your additional resources like stamina. There's another resource called Gauntlet Power, that's that little green thing, but Night Relief stamina there. But we'll get to that whenever we get the gauntlets. I'm actually going to do a new game once again, because I just want to start fresh with all the ammo. But as we go along, we'll get, of course, new weapons, and we'll see the alternate fires of those. Another thing this mod does is there are different flavors of enemies, kind of like how Wrath of Kronos changes some of the Hexen enemies. I think these are all standard gargoyles, but as we go along, we'll see different types of gargoyles. There's brown gargoyles, black gargoyles, there's all sorts of different types. Oh, wait, there's one right there. This is sort of a black lava gargoyle, I believe. He seems to throw multiple fireballs and he darts around like a madman. He also explodes into a million flaming chunks, which is kind of awesome. Anyway, so this is Sitnalta, this megawad we're seeing here. Now, this being a creation of Argonian Lord, it of course has an extensive story behind it. If you're familiar with the Heretic 2 story, you might remember that game kind of revolved around this evil magical plague that crippled the land of Parthoris, which is where the main character's from. Which is the main character we're playing now, also the main character in Heretic 2. Anyway, so this game takes place after the events of Heretic 2, when a new threat seemed to emerge called, I believe his name was Zakashi? He's some sort of a demon lord. Essentially what happened was he wanted to invade Parthoris using the remnants of Desperal's army, which is why you're seeing these sort of characters here, like this Saberclaw and whatnot. Of course, Parthoris seemed to be well prepared for this, and they kind of kicked his ass, so he kind of ran away with his tail between his legs. So Corvus was like, fuck that shit, this guy's not running away, I'm gonna chase him down and kick his ass. So, essentially in a nutshell, Corvus is transported to this guy's home planet, which, I can't remember the name of the planet actually, but that's where we are now, apparently. So we are basically at his home planet, and we're gonna track him down and kick his ass. So that's the story. You also maybe have saw a couple things back there. You maybe saw some of the red vials, and there was even a green vial. The green vials, if you see them, they increase your vitality, which actually increases, it's kind of like a soul sphere in that it increases your health a little bit past 100. So something to keep in mind. There's the red vials. That replenishes your stamina, as you might imagine. In fact, what's interesting, if you're completely out of, or if you're completely full on stamina, you can actually collect those as inventory items, so you can use them later. I think that actually lowered an elevator over here. Anyway, so that's everything in a nutshell. There's some ethereal crossbow bolts, or it's called an Etheral Siege Bow now. You'll see when we get to it. So I hit that switch. Oh, there's a green and whoa. I haven't seen that type before. Come here, you asshole. That's kind of a new effect where they burst into 1,000 ribbons, I guess you could say. So here's the Etheral Siege Bow. Pretty interesting weapon. Notice it has two, it's just a really different sort of design here. So let me go ahead and show you how this works. So this has actually 3 different modes of fire. So here's the standard fire, unpowered basically. Fires little, steel bolts. You can also hold it down and fire multiple bolts at once. But actually, it's not a very powerful way to shoot this thing. In fact, I wouldn't even recommend using it that often. One advantage it does have is that it doesn't wake up enemies when you fire it, so there's that. But we can switch over to the green mode. This is pretty familiar, I'm sure. This fires the standard green bolts. There's also a red mode that fires 5 bolts. Much more powerful, but much slower rate of fire. But nevertheless, and you can kind of alternate between those by using the alternate function button, or Q, as I have it in my game. There's also something else, actually. When you pick up the crossbow, you get 2 grenades, or phoenix eggs, as they're called. If you hit alternate fire, you drop out a grenade like that. It's kind of cool. Apparently some other weapons can use that as well, so something to keep in mind. Whoa! Okay. Different undead guy. Did he just resurrect that thing? Oh, no. That is unacceptable. Damn right. Alright, so here's one of the green vials. Vitality vial. And also, sometimes you'll see them paired up, so you'll get health and stamina at the same time. I imbibed the vial of health, but I stored the vial of stamina, as I was mentioning before. So I can actually collect them as inventory items. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's grab some more ammo here. And the yellow key. Alright, let me see if I can get a little grenade action up there. There we go. Got a little bit of it. Oh, that was not smart. Okay, hold on, quartz flask. They definitely have a huge explosion. They do a lot of damage, that's for damn sure. Alright, so now we have the yellow key. Let's go. I think the yellow key door was back in the beginning of the level. You know what? Actually, here, let me lower this down and grab some of this health here. There we go. Alright. Alright, so yellow key door is here. Okay. Notice that the wand turns gray when you run out of ammo for it. I always thought that was kind of interesting. Okay. Now there's some red... Oh! There's a red saber claw down there. Whoa! Okay, man, I am running a little bit low on health here. I don't have any, I have a little, well, I don't know if it's enough. Let me see. Oh, yes, okay. I got one of them. Okay, I think we got him. Whew. Some of these enemies are pretty damn tough. Ah, here's the new Enchanted Gauntlets. Okay, so now I can show you the Gauntlet power. So if you do alternate fire, it does the standard attack. But notice on the bottom right, it's draining the Gauntlet power. That's right below the stamina. Something else you can do, you can actually do melee attacks with it that are not electrically, you know, charged, I guess you could say. So let me show you that. Let me see if I can find a worthy opponent for it. That's where we started, I believe. Let me see. Well, I can just kind of show you either way. So if you do the standard attack, it's kind of a little melee clawing attack. That uses stamina, though, when you attack with it. I think it uses 2 stamina per swipe. But, let's see. That's closed. I don't think I hit this. Yeah. Okay. Did something. I'll see if I can find somebody to use it on. That's pretty useful. Aha! Aha! Very nice. Don't mind if I do. Alright, do I have any more? I don't have any health potions. We'll find more as we go along. Let's go back into that yellow key room. Surely I will find somebody to use this on. Let's see. Ah. Oh, maybe in the green key room. Not that way. But there's some cool stuff you can do with this thing. You can actually do some like combo attacks. Let's see if I can pull one off. All right, let's save it. That was kind of a partially invisible guy. There's one of the combos. If you do 2 swipes followed by the alternate fire, you do that. It's kind of cool. There it is. It's pretty damn fun to use this thing. And again, as long as you have stamina replenishing, or you can use your potions to bring it back up. So it adds an entirely different dimension of gameplay there, where you can just do combos and finishers and all sorts of shit. Or you can just go back to your normal old, you know, first-person shooting. Grab some of that health while we're at it. There's swimmable water in this, as is in the previous thing, Tower of Chaos. Uh-oh, okay. Let's see. There might be some more stuff in here. There's definitely a lot of health. I heard that. That's just our golem friend up there. Apparently we have plenty of arrows. Maybe we should be using them. There was a brown gargoyle. I'm not quite sure what he does. So it's interesting, so you swap to red, but then when you hit the button again, it swaps back to green, and then it goes back to this. So I guess it kind of cycles back and then cycles forth. Or it cycles forth and cycles back, whichever way you want to look at it. That is pretty fun to use, though. Alright, so what did that do? So I can collect some of this ammo now. I think there's some other ammo around here somewhere. There's that. Blue key. Ah! Well, that's easy enough. Oh, I guess that's the exit. Well, there you go. That was the shrine level. I think every level starts with the prefix Sitnalta, And then, so that was the shrine level, I believe. I guess I missed a couple of secrets there, but nevertheless. Well, anyway, so that's the first level. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next level, which is Underground Waterway. All right, later.